rescuers have told of their desperate attempts to stop a doomed seaplane sinking into the Hawksbury River on New Year's Eve. 5 British tourists were on board when the aircraft went down, and to date, friends and relatives pay tribute to their lost loved ones.
The search for answers intensifies as police dive on the crash site, joined on the surface by investigators from the Australian Transport Safety Bureau. They've confirmed the aircraft turned sharply before plunging into the Hawksbury River. Witnesses on nearby boats tried desperately to rescue the occupants.
The boys were diving down, trying to help these people.
But it sank too fast, now on the bottom, inverted and slightly nose down in 13 metres of water. Investigators will use either airbags to float the wreckage to the surface or a crane to lift it out, possibly a combination of both. And they're hoping to complete the delicate operation by the end of the week.
The key goal for us is to try and keep the aircraft as intact as possible.
Family and friends of the 5 British victims are in shock. Ian Thorpe's late sister Caroline was married to highly regarded businessman Richard Cousins.
No, I'm extremely proud of him to have had a fantastic relationship with my sister and made her so happy till the day she died.
Fond memories too of their children, William and Edward.
They were wonderful fellas, wonderful.
Richard's new fiancée, Emma Bowden, is being described as the Grace Kelly of OK magazine, where she worked as arts editor. A former colleague saying she was lovely, a very kind person, and that her absolute main priority was her daughter, Heather. She was just 11 years old, the youngest of the victims, while pilot Gareth Morgan is being remembered as a passionate man of God.
Just a quiet, gentle soul, really beautiful, beautiful man.
His colleagues accepted floral tributes today. Sydney Seaplanes remains closed indefinitely, but competitor Sydney by Seaplane is still operating. A DeHavilland Beaver did crash 2 years ago in Canada, killing another British family. Investigators determined it had stalled and called for stall alarms to be fitted on all Beaver seaplanes. Alex Hart, 7 News.
The man accused of murdering his partner by running her down in a car in Kyneton last week has yelled it was an accident while being led from a courtroom. Charles Evans faced Bendigo court on 1 count of murder over the death of Alicia Little. She was found with injuries consistent to being hit by a motor vehicle. Alicia's family was in court to stare down her accused killer. Evans was remanded in custody to face court again in May. Melbourne property